Greetings, gardeners. Here I am in my sweet corn patch. Now, earlier in the year we were talking about using the UH, or University of Hawaii Super Sweet number 9, which is an open pollinated corn. Right here behind me you will see number 9. Now I have combined the whites and the yellows, and so my corn is a bicolor. It's done very well. I've also used the mustard underneath here as a cover crop. There is annual alfalfa under here too, but the alfalfa, not so good. I mean, it's there. I don't know what it's going to take to get it to take off. It really doesn't want to just take off. The mustard did okay. Mustard came through a complete flowering. I went through and I cut all the flowers back so I didn't end up with too much mustard seed under here. The mustard's been okay. I'm using the mustard to repel nematode. This was fresh ground. Before it was corn, it was cow pasture. The soil has quite a bit of root knot nematode in it, which is a real problem for many crops. Not so bad on corn. And so with the corn, I have gone ahead and used that as the first crop. The mustard repels them, and so the mustard is underneath, trying to drive nematodes out of the area for the next crop to come. I'm finding, though, that arugula actually works better here for this than the mustard does, and I'm going to be switching to it. But let's see what kind of corn we got. Some of these stalks have produced more than one ear. That's good news. If you get 2 good ears on an open pollinated sweet corn, it's a pretty good deal. Now, looking here, I see that if this corn has a problem, the problem with it is that it's a weak pollen producer, and so the corn does not tip fill very well. You know, nothing's perfect, right? And so here you got an open pollinated sweet corn. It's delicious. It grows great. I have very few things I can say about this that aren't wonderful. It's one of the best open pollinated sweet corns I've ever run across. But it does seem to have kind of a problem with that. No matter what I do with this, it doesn't seem to quite produce enough pollen to always fill the tips. On occasion, I do have cobs that are filled all the way, but it seems like a lot of the stalks kind of miss pollen right at the end here, so you end up doing that to your ears. Not a big deal. Now, the hybrid sweet corns from UH do not do that. They tip fill pretty darn good. There. Same issue. Tip didn't fill. But it's a very nice ear of sweet corn nevertheless. I have combined both the white and the yellow open pollinated seed together in my planting. I like a bicolor. Simpler for me to just raise one rather than separate them. Now the UH does separate them, but they taste the same. They grow pretty much the same. So there you have it. Open pollinated Hawaiian sweet corn with a cover crop of mustard underneath. The alfalfa has sort of failed, and courtesy of my brother and my sister-in-law for my birthday, I now have one of the wildest shirts on the internet. People keep buying me these crazy shirts. I'm just gonna end up being the garden guy with the wild shirts, huh? Yeah, looks pretty good. I like it. Aloha, happy gardening.